What's going on, guys? In this video we are talking about the new 2020 BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe, something I'm really excited to check out. We're going to dive into it, but first be sure you head over to txgarage.com. This video is being brought to you by txgarage.com, where we have a lot of different articles, written articles, videos, news, and event coverage from all different authors and contributors here. You can sign up for our weekly newsletter to get a recap of everything that was posted for the week. Again, just be sure to check out txgarage.com. Really appreciate it, but let's jump back into the news for today. Now, this actually came out last week or so, but I'm glad to get it to you today. All right, so BMW proudly introduces the all-new compact 2 Series Gran Coupe, offering an extroverted, performance-oriented entry point into BMW ownership. The low, wide, and sporty 228i xDrive Gran Coupe and M235i xDrive Gran Coupe models deliver the styling and design, everyday four-door usability and space, agility and handling, connectivity and technology, combined with the latest driver assist such as blind spot detection, frontal collision warning, with city collision detection, lane departure warning, and safety system that BMW customers have come to expect. The new 2020 BMW 2 Series Gran Coupe will be making its public debut at Automobility LA in November 2019, with production starting in November 2019. Market launch is planned for March 2020. So we're going to get more details and see the actual car in LA. I won't be there, but we'll get some other people there and we'll check it out. Really excited about it. Before we dive into the specific models and stuff, let me just tell you, whenever BMW started this whole Grand Coupe thing, I wasn't a huge fan of it. You have your sedan, and then you have your coupe version of that, and then they took the coupe version and made the Grand Coupe. Seems a little redundant, but over the years they have updated the styling. I really like the styling of the Grand Coupes. It seems to me like you'd almost want the sedans to just become the Grand Coupes, but I guess you can have the base sedan, the coupe, and then the Grand Coupe anyways. But I'm really excited about this one. Like I said, I like the styling of all the other Grand Coupes that they've done recently, and this one, we'll jump into some pictures and stuff and check out the styling of this new one as well. But let's jump into a little bit more about that. So they're going to have two different models. They have the 228i xDrive and the you have the 228i xDrive and the 235i xDrive. So the 225i xDrive is powered by the 2-liter 4-cylinder version of BMW's B modular engine family, delivering an output of 228 horsepower and 258 foot-pounds of torque. Torque is transferred through a standard 8-speed sport automatic transmission and BMW xDrive intelligent all-wheel drive system. The 228i xDrive Gran Coupe accelerates from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds and reaches an electronically limited top speed of 130. The 235i xDrive Gran Coupe ups the performance quota by delivering 301 horsepower and 332 foot-pounds of torque. This is from a tuned version of the same 2-liter 4-cylinder modular engine, a reinforced crankshaft featuring larger diameter main bearings, new pistons, modified connecting rods allow the engine to handle the higher levels of power. A larger turbocharger is featuring a built-in exhaust manifold and integral diverter valve increases engine output. So they did modify the engine, not just slap a bigger turbo on it, but they modified the internals to make sure that that engine can take that extra power. And 301 horsepower in a small sedan is gonna be pretty nice. So the 235i is also connected to that 8-speed transmission and has a 0 to 60 time of 4.7 seconds. So that's a significant jump from the 6 seconds you get in the 228i. 4.6 seconds with the optional overboost function, which we'll have to play with if we get this thing in the driveway. And it reaches a top speed of 155 miles per hour when equipped with performance tires. So BMW performance and air control, BMW xDrive all-wheel drive system, can split drive 50-50 if necessary. This is all basic BMW stuff. You get that 8-speed sport automatic transmission. You're going to have drive modes, so you'll probably have comfort, eco, and a sport. Body, chassis, and suspension. BMW is known for their really good chassis and suspension to make that drive just a great drive. So we're not going to dive too much into this. Exterior design, we're about to take a look at some of the pictures. Interior design, what stands out here is you're going to have the iDrive 7. So it features iDrive 7. You have a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, so that's behind the steering wheel, and a 10.25 control display form a larger display grouping which drivers can configure. And then the full color 9.2-inch BMW heads-up display. Really just enjoying heads-up displays, by the way. Every time I get in a vehicle now that doesn't have a heads-up display, kind of upsets me. I used to just think it was kind of gimmicky from GM, but now that more and more manufacturers are doing it, the more and more cars I drive with heads-up displays, the more and more I appreciate them. And now when I get in cars that don't have them, it's a bummer. But nice to see a 9.2-inch heads-up display. So I jumped right over this one, the 8.8-inch high-resolution control display mounted above the center console. That's your infotainment display, and that is going to be a touch screen as well as being controlled by the iDrive, just like the 8 Series that we drove not too long ago. So again, there's a lot of information here. I'll leave a link to this down in the description if you're interested in reading over more of this. Again, I just wanted to go through some of the basic details and get to some of the pictures and let you guys know what I'm thinking about it. Again, some of the standard equipment that you get with the 228i, an 8-speed sport automatic transmission, 17-inch multi-spoke wheels, a sport leather multifunction steering wheel, alarm system, rear view camera, park distance control, LED headlights, and so on. The 235i Grand Coupe is going to have 18-inch M double-spoke bicolor wheels with all-season run-flat tires, M Sport brakes, M Sport steering wheel, M Sport steering, M Sport suspension. Lots of goodies on this M235i. Definitely the one that I'm excited to drive. With that, I think we're going to jump over into some of the pictures, check those out. So we can see here a little bit of the interior. Nice bucket seats there. Different materials throughout the cabin, but all really dark and nice looking. The 235i M badge, that console mounted touchscreen display. Again, this looks very similar to what was in the 8 Series that we've driven here recently. That M Performance engine. That rear end with the exhaust ports. The 4 doors. This is really cool looking. I don't know if this are lights inside of there or if that's some other kind of effect, but that lighting and that trim piece looks really cool. The tail light looks good. That back end looks good. The front end looks good. It's got that BMW nose, but it looks even a little bit more aggressive, and especially in this like 2 Series, it's a smaller car. I think that's going to be a good looking design. There's your back end again. Yeah, and it's obviously a sedan, but with that extra sloped roof or that Grand Coupe styling, I'm really into it. I like it a lot. So there's another shot of the interior with different lighting. You got the xDrive controller there, your driver information display, your infotainment display, and those weird lighting and the trim pieces over here. A lot to be excited about for sure. Be sure, like I said, go check out txgarage.com. Whenever we get this car in and get a review done on it, it's definitely going to be posted here. It'll also be posted on our other YouTube channel if you're interested in that. But be sure to subscribe to this channel. Be sure to check out txgarage.com. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. And thank you guys for watching this video.